So, first of all, let us talk about Rihanna and, of course, her album Anti. Now, it appears that that album is out there still doing numbers because it is being reported that her album Anti has now spent 10 total years on the Billboard 200, and it is the first album by a black female artist to reach this milestone in the chart history. Now, one thing about that album is it's always going to eat. And congratulations to Rihanna for that. And a part of me just always wonders what happened to her and music. And I do believe it's something bigger than just her not wanting to do music anymore. I feel like there was a lot of sabotage happening behind the scenes because at this pace, she was going to outdo a certain person in terms of numbers and stuff, And I don't know. I just have a feeling that the husband of that person might have had, a hand in making sure that Rihanna gets frustrated enough to leave music because it doesn't really make sense. And the way that you won't even talk about it, and that happening soon after, be better have my money. I don't know, you guys. It's a lot that I do feel like the day that she decides to talk, we are going to be shocked, all of us. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. I'm still happy for her because, I mean, she's out there acing it in business. And, as long as she's able to get her bag, congratulations, okay? Still speaking about Rihanna, let us talk about her magazine cover with her beautiful daughter. When I say that the baby looks absolutely cute, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm even getting baby fever myself, okay? But then I'm not a billionaire. I don't have the money to take care of the baby, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm kidding about not having the money to take care of the baby, not about the billionaire, but really truly, I'm not billionaire, of course. But you get what I'm saying, okay? I am no billionaire, but that doesn't mean that if you're not a billionaire, you shouldn't have a baby. That's not what I'm saying. But anyway, that being said, they look absolutely amazing. And to everyone who's out there saying some insane stuff, you guys are going to hell. You're not going to make it to heaven. Because tell me why some people are saying that the baby looks like Drake. Like, what? You guys are so twisted. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Who came up with that? I was like, people are so insane, man. You guys want to drive ASAP Rocky to an early grave, huh? You know he doesn't like that man at all. Why would you even liken his daughter to Drake? You guys are you are unbelievable. Speaking of Drake, the album release date has finally been revealed, and apparently Iceman is coming out on the 5th of May, and so of course the Owls are excited. Okay, everyone is excited for that. The Ops are excited for that. The Ebros and the like, they are excited for that, and everyone who had an issue with Drake, anyone who was running their mouth, during the battle for some reason, and it's not just Ebro. Everyone is now backtracking, saying that, oh, it's not like I hate Drake. They know that now that the album is going to drop, no one is going to tune in to listen to an opinion that they already know is going to be biased, and they are panicking because listen, after all has been said and done, it's also business for these gentlemen, so they want the viewership, and they know that as soon as that album drops, no fan of Drake or no fan of fairness really is going to be tuning into their platforms to listen to nonsense. That's why they are now backtracking to try and con the audience in tuning into their shows. We're going to talk about that thoroughly in another video. But anyway, for now, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to talk about. Let us talk about Yeah. Now, it is being reported that Ye was spotted leaving the human rights office of establishment, rather, of the community that he so offended. And of course, people are wondering what exactly is going on. Is he just going there for other future events, or is he just going there, to just have an understanding and to properly and thoroughly apologize? Because he did say a lot, hey? We said a lot to a lot of people, even black people. But anyway, that aside, he was spotted leaving those buildings, and I personally still am crossing my fingers that he is hoping to, get clearance for him to perform in the UK, which would be amazing, which would be something that, I would be looking forward to. Because one thing about it, when it comes to showmanship and creativity, the man does deliver. So maybe this entire, back and forth and him going to these people, they're going to finally clear him. It's not too late. I mean, we're still in April, and I believe that if Wireless really does want, they can still put the tickets up and the event can still be a success. And if anything, this was even more publicity for them. So I do have a teeny tiny hope that Wireless is still going to be back on. It's a massive festival, and I don't think that they would just give it up just like that. And also, them saying, well, no Kanye, no Wireless, I feel like to a certain extent it was done as a pushback, because they could have easily said, we're going to replace Kanye. But instead of saying that, they were like, listen, if there is no Kanye, there is no Wireless. I also do think that, that was strategic. So let me know in the comment section, do you think that there is room for Kanye to still perform at Wireless this year? The next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about the tour that's been dramatic. Like, it has been all over the place. At this point, I'm like, why is everything always complicated? Why is everything that has to do with the transformer always rounded up? Like, what's going on? It's always excuses. Like, her achievements always come with an excuse attached. Don't you get tired? Why don't you just do your life and, be satisfied with your positioning? I mean, for someone untalented as she is, she's very lucky to be mentioned in conversations with talented people like Nicki Minaj, like Doja Cat. Like, for someone like who doesn't even recite very well, she's really fortunate to be in those conversations. But it appears it's not even enough for her. That they have to move on top of inflation of numbers. They have to even round up her numbers, lie about it being a first tour after they previously said that she was the first female rapper to tour arenas. I just like, don't you get tired of the lies and the contradictions? Because tell me why, when it was an album, they also rounded up to 200, when it was indeed 199 point something. Now it's a tour. They also rounded it up. Allegedly, she did what, 69 point something, but now they say it's 70? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand. Like, even as they sit back, don't they get ashamed? I'm just imagining a conversation with herself and, and Ken Barbie. Like, how does that conversation go? Like, oh, let's say this. Let's say this to try and make it seem like you're bigger than a person that you're not bigger than. Like, oh my God, don't you get tired? And now they're trying to push that. Oh, it was a mini tour. I legit saw someone saying, because they were having an argument. It was two fans having an argument on Twitter, and one fan said, well, she's the first female rapper to get 7-0 in in America only, and a Nicki fan came and said, no, it's not true. Nicki did 90 million. So, I mean, what are you even trying to say? And she said, oh, well, it doesn't change anything because the Transformers mini tour. And I was like, a mini tour? Well, how did we get here? When did, when did full blown arena tours start being categorized as mini tours? I cannot. And you can tell that with the way they're trying to, make it seem like she's breaking records and, outdoing Nicki Minaj. You can really truly tell that it's all about outdoing Nicki Minaj. Her career revolves around Nicki Minaj. Doesn't it get tiring? Aren't you ashamed? Like, this level of obsession with someone is insane to me. Oh, it's only 35 shows. Oh, it's only this. Oh my God. I mean, still, for a woman, you guys say it is cancelled? But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, that's not even the gag of this entire situation, because now it is actually being revealed that that second title, she might not even be getting it, because allegedly Doja Cat's tour is estimated to gross over 80 million in ticket sales, and it would become the second highest grossing tour in female rap history, behind Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 and dethroning Advolfo BBO's on tour. So, I mean, even that title itself, she's probably never going to get it. But knowing her, I won't be surprised if she starts to say, oh, I'm doing another leg, after realizing that the record could not be broken. They are very capable of doing something like that, because all they want is to break Nicki Minaj's record, and they will stop at nothing to make sure that they do that. Which is rather sad and pathetic, if you ask me. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about all this fiasco. Now, moving on to the final part of the conversation. The attempt at erasing loyal fan bases is insane to me. Gatekeepers of the entertainment industry were so used to just canceling, artists at the snap of their fingers like that. They had the power to just cancel artists. And when that fails to happen with some artists that they want to cancel, they get frustrated. Because now they are annoyed at not only Drake fans, but also Nicki Minaj fans. And this is not the first conversation that I heard about fans being the problem. I heard it also in Brother Billionaire's interview, and I wanted to talk about it. I don't know what happened, why I didn't end up talking about that. But it appears the new move right now, when they fail to cancel artists in the hip hop genre, they start to say, oh, their fans are not real fans of hip hop. Their fans are not. They're just, pop fans, because that's what now Ebro is saying. He's now saying that Barbz are pop fans. They're not rap fans, which is very hilarious in my own opinion, because the same Ebro would turn around and say that, so Advolfo BBO fans are real hip hop fans, which is very laughable. For someone who claims to be a hip hop head, I mean, you're embarrassing yourself. I mean, if you're gonna say Barbz are not fans of the craft, but then you turn around and you say that Advocate Vivio's fans are fans of the craft, are we not getting a confusion of what hip hop is? Because if someone is a fan of reciting and another person is a fan of lyricism and justice, the one that's a fan of lyricism and justice and talent and cadence is suddenly not a fan of hip hop just because you guys were not able to cancel the artist. And it's funny that this rhetoric that they're now trying to spread, really, it appears calculated. It appears that they're that's what they're going to start doing when they realize that they were not able to cancel Drake nor Nicki Minaj. They will start to say that, oh, they're not true hip hop fans. What are the odds that the same words that Ebro said in that episode are the same words that the title swindler was saying in his interview? Because now we're saying, oh, it's only these fans online. It's these fans online. Yeah, the fans are making it harder for them to gatekeep. That's the problem. And in Ebro's mind, he deserves to be heard because he has a platform and the fans don't matter. But in real life, fans do matter more than media personalities in someone's career, because you can be a very powerful media personality, but you're not going to fill up a stadium for an artist. You're not going to buy an album, 100,000 times. So fans are really the most important to an artist's longevity. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they think this is. They want to turn this industry into bots and media personalities. Then who's going to buy the music? Who's going to buy the merch? Who is going to attend the tours? Their logic is very flawed, and it's very funny to me when people think they sound really profound. Meanwhile, they're just showing that they're insane. You know the rant that Ebro went on when he was basically talking down on the fans, saying, "Oh, you're just fans." So just because people are fans, they don't deserve to have an opinion. And I understand this is also the reason why academics makes them so mad, because he doesn't have to answer to anyone. He created his platform. He sticks to what he wants to do. They cannot control his narrative, and that annoys them so much. But anyway, let me insert what Ebro had to say, and let me know what you think about him trying to say that Barbz are not really fans of hip hop. Meanwhile, the artist is the only one that's still left, being a great lyricist. Anyway, until my next one, you guys, see you. Do not forget to comment, please. You guys, we're still doing that thing where we're trying to appease, the algorithm. But thank you nonetheless. And until my next one, see you.
Oh, God.
I don't know if anybody on this show said we needed Drake. I don't know if we're going that far, but I like him, and I like him a lot, and I like his music. So for you academics, I appreciate the promo. And for Drake, listen, man, come with this album. Let's hear it. People are very excited. You're one of the biggest artists in the game. You lost the battle. It's not a big deal. It's over. On to the next.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I'm curious to see what he comes with. And what I always said this. After the battle, all he needs to do is come back with a banger.
Everybody said that. And he did, by the way.
Yeah.
Nokia, Sexy Songs for You had a couple of joints on it. I think it was good. I think we and academics really tapped into it right there. The level of sickness that I was referring to. Where there are these, like, what are you standing on exactly, academics? When you say, like, flip-flopping, we're just fans of music, bro. We're fans of the culture. We're fans of hip-hop. What exactly are you standing on or standing for when you say you're on Drake's side, if there's a side to pick? What is that? What is that? What is the side? No, but I'm saying, what is it? What's the platform? What do you guys stand for? What is the thing?
Everybody took a side, though.
No, because it was a battle.
Right.
And it was a competition.
Right.
So in a competition,
yeah,
that's what happens. People will go, oh, this guy's winning.
Yes.
Look, in that competition with Drake and Kendrick, Drake was up until Kendrick started unleashing.
Yeah.
And nobody, Drake, and people were sitting around when push-ups was out, and we want to relitigate the whole thing. We was like, yo, Kendrick. It wasn't until Drake made mistakes with the AI and antagonizing Kendrick. Oh, you in a hotel room dropping quintuple entendres and, staring at my picture on the wall, whatever the little ad-libs were. It wasn't until then that everybody's like, okay, if that's what you want to do. And then Kendrick started unleashing. And we were watching it happen. So I ask of you, if you can articulate the side that there is in this thing of hip-hop. What are the sides? I would love to learn.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he has hardcore fans who are like, no matter what, this is our guy.
Right. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That is why I talked about it being a sickness. Is because in hip-hop, you love all of it.
Yeah, but
you can critique it all.
He's not the only one.
You can dislike. It's not about him per se, but he's the biggest. He's the biggest. What other fans in hip-hop are only fans of that one particular artist? That are real hip-hop fans. I would love to learn.
Yeah, the hardcore fan culture is such an interesting thing where all these people just adapt the whole identity of that.
Those are, for me, and I'll be honest, those are pop music fans.
No, but
Give me a fan.
Nicki's fans?
Pop music fans. Those fans are pop music fans. Hip-hop fans like a plethora of hip-hop and are fans of whatever is dope.
People are going to call you, you're just a purist. You don't get it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be that. That's fine. But I would love to learn. Like if you claim to be a hip hop fan and you're only a fan of one particular artist, or I'll even take it a step further.